250 раздел 27, цель условно поражена.
What happens when a navy refuses to be boxed in? For years, Russia's Pacific Fleet stood in the shadows, remote, underpowered, eclipsed by the Northern Fleet. But that equation is changing. A new generation of warships is entering service, and at the spearhead is Admiral Amelko, the 5th frigate of Project 22,350. This launch isn't just a ship entering the water. It's a declaration. Russia is projecting combat power into the Indo-Pacific, a theater already defined by rivalry and pressure. The choice of the Pacific is no accident. It's a message, directed not only at regional players, but at every fleet watching the balance of power shift. As Admiral Amelko enters service, questions arise. How much power exactly does it bring? Why was this fleet launched now? And what message does Moscow intend to send? Let's break it down. On August 15th, the Telegram channel Uncensored News released information that at the Severnaya Verf shipyard in St. Petersburg, Russia launched the Admiral Amelko, the 5th frigate of Project 22,350. It wasn't just another warship entering the fleet. It was a sign that Moscow is still pushing forward with modern naval power, despite pressure from battlefield demands and military challenges. The launch ties into a bigger plan. Project 22,350 was created to replace outdated Soviet-era ships with vessels that can handle modern combat. These frigates aren't locked into a single role. They can fight enemy ships, defend against aircraft, hunt submarines, and strike land targets. Earlier ships in the class, like Admiral Gorshkov, have already proven the design works. Admiral Amelko takes that concept further, building on years of experience to deliver something sharper and more capable. Beyond its mission profile, the ship's size and build are also magnificent. It measures 135 meters in length, with an approximate displacement of 5,000 tons and up to 5,400 tons at full load. That places it in the medium frigate category, though medium hardly does justice to its strength. Its propulsion system, a mix of diesel engines and gas turbines, generates nearly 55,000 horsepower. That allows speeds close to 30 knots. Fast enough to keep pace with NATO fleets and agile enough to respond quickly in contested waters. But speed isn't the only focus. The design also emphasizes stealth. With hull lines shaped to cut its radar profile, the Amelko is harder to detect and track. Its aviation facilities allow it to operate a Ka-27 helicopter, giving the ship extra range for submarine hunting and reconnaissance. What makes the Amelko truly dangerous, though, is its arsenal. It carries up to 32 vertical launch cells, nearly double to what earlier Russian frigates had. From these, it can fire Kalibr cruise missiles for long-range strikes, Oniks supersonic missiles for hitting ships, and the much-feared Zircon hypersonic missile. Zircon travels at more than Mach 8, a speed that makes interception nearly impossible. A single shot can force an entire carrier group to rethink its defenses. And when it comes to protecting itself, the ship is no less prepared. The Amelko carries the Parliament Radat air defense system with 32 missiles to counter aircraft and incoming threats at ranges up to 120 kilometers. If anything slips through, 2 close-in weapon systems are ready to destroy it at the last second. A 130mm main gun adds extra firepower against ships and coastal targets, while torpedo launchers guard against submarines. This isn't just a ship with one specialty, it's built to fight above water, underwater, and in the air, all while striking targets on land if needed. That versatility makes it one of the most capable frigates Russia has ever produced. But where does all that power truly matter most? After all, a warship isn't just judged by its design, it's judged by the waters it sails and the missions it's trusted with. So what's the real stage for the Amelko, and why does it matter now more than ever? Check it out. The launch of Admiral Amelko is more than a technical achievement, it's a statement of intent. The ship will join the Pacific Fleet, a decision that shows exactly where Russia intends to assert its presence. For years, the Pacific Fleet lagged behind Russia's Northern Fleet. It was distant, weaker, and often ignored. Putting a Project 22,350 frigate there changes the picture. It signals that Moscow wants a stronger voice in the Indo-Pacific, the most contested ocean in today's world. Moreover, the timing isn't accidental. By sending a frigate armed with Kalibr, Oniks, and Zircon missiles into the Pacific, Russia is forcing its presence back into the regional balance. And the frigate isn't standing alone. It's part of a steadily expanding fleet. More Project 22,350 ships are already under construction, each adding to Russia's ability to project power far beyond its own shores. This isn't just a coastal defender, it's a true blue water warship, built to escort submarines, command task groups, or strike on its own across distant seas. At a time when Europe is preoccupied with conflict, the launch of Amelko signals that Russia's ambitions extend well past regional waters. It's a message that its navy is preparing for the wider stage, capable of stepping into the Pacific where global competition is already pressing. What was once a neglected outpost is now becoming a front line of naval power. The Pacific Fleet, long overshadowed by Russia's northern strength, is being reshaped by frigates like Admiral Amelko. With speed, stealth, and missiles that bend the limits of defense, this warship is more than hardware. It's a message, a signal that Moscow intends to be seen, felt, and reckoned with across the Indo-Pacific. The question now is, can the Ukrainian and NATO fleets adapt to this shift before it tilts the balance of power? What are your thoughts on Russia's move? Share it below. Until then, thanks for watching.